Hey, children of the corn, it's full moon Wednesday. Just some random thoughts that I had in preparation for the moon Zoom that I'm holding today later on with some of the subscribers of Woodruff. We're right in the thick now of the Jupiter square to Saturn and Neptune in Aries. These are 0 and 1 degree points of the cardinal signs, which are basically like exposed live wires that are pulsing out or sparking out the raw primordial essence of the signs. So we've got, Jupiter right there in Cancer, Saturn with Neptune in that 0, 1, 2 degree position. Um, Squares aren't good or bad, reminding everybody that, please. The key uh, theme, you could say, or function organically of the square is to galvanize. And so you have two elements, in this case, fire and water, that are being forged into some kind of nexus, which would be how does water and fire, when they come together, generate something new, something fresh? Both Aries and Cancer are highly restless signs. Cancer has this reputation of being this like homebody, sedentary, etc. But Cancer is constantly bored because the shifts and movements that are happening within Cancer, within primarily the unconscious, are always itching to find some kind of an expression because Cancer has the affiliation with the maternal, which I consider a spot or place of origin. It brings to that restlessness and boredom this fierce kind of desire to generate, like, like when a mother is pregnant and in that process of the constant shift and transformation of the neonate, this is a tremendous amount of organic natural energy at play. So then you've got that in this relationship to Aries, and that signs unfettered, uncensored pushing out into the biosphere. So you can see when these two get together and are merged in this square aspect, there's a tremendous amount of force, almost like a volcanic expression of whatever's going on. In this case, in our culture, and in this case, in America, we have essentially rallying cries happening that mimic pre-Civil War agitation. Uh, Newsom today, I can't remember exact statements that he made, but they were a little bit of a call to arms kind of a vibe. So with my clients, I'm working with them with this square to look at their own life and see where this excess of force is finding purchase. Because you can't just run around like a chicken with your head cut off, which, if this isn't getting grounded and put into some kind of a creative outlet, whatever that might be, it'll show up somatically. With cancer, we have issues, related to the digestion, Aries related to the head, migraines, all of that kind of thing. So find a way to give some expression to that. I mean, if, some people are doing it out in the streets in LA, they're taking it at its most like primitive expression in the acts that war brings up. And war is a baseline function in humanity. I mean, I'm a pacifist, but I'm also aware that war, study world history. Humans never escape the influence and drive and seduction and allure of war. And if you look at it from the point of view of nature, which is amoral, has no vested interest in one thing over the other. Nature is just sort of like moving, genes around within species, sort of adrift. Um, serves this function basically of bringing opposing things together and creating something new or mutating or some kind of natural selection that happens. So we're hardwired for war. And when you've got Jupiter and Saturn together, which represent, within mundane astrology, Jupiter is basically associated with the liberal humanist uh, ideologies. And then Saturn, of course, the more conservative, that gets associated with the GOP, everything that goes there. So now what's been fomenting for a long time is now finally up on the launching stage. It's a very exciting time, though I wouldn't want to be in LA right now and having, tear gas lobbed at me. I love that one guy that he was on TV being interviewed. He'd gotten hit, I think, by a tear gas pellet, and it covered his face, got in his mouth. And when the reporter asked him what was happening, how he was doing, he said, "Well, got hit in the mouth. It tastes like fascism." So, let's see. What else do I want to say on this theme? I took some notes. Um, I don't know. I think I said everything. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Bye. How does this turn up?